Today, we will be looking at a sector without which we can't survive. Yeah, like you must have guessed it, this has to do with food. And these business ideas have about 80 to 90% success rate. This is simply because we can't do without food, right? No matter what we do in life, whether we are poor or rich, we definitely need to eat. Even if you don't like food, you absolutely need to eat in order to survive, right? So here comes 10 food processing businesses that you can start in Africa in 2024. So the first on our list is going to be the ghost kitchen business. Yes, in this business model, you are going to be supplying food to people in their offices or at their doorstep. So like you heard from the word ghost kitchen, you don't really have a physical restaurant where people can come and eat. You simply cook from the comfort of your home and deliver to your clients. So for your delivery, you could either do it yourself if you've got a car, or you could also hire the services of a delivery service business. And also another third option is the fact that you could actually employ someone else, maybe to drive your car and supply. So this business is actually suitable as a side hustle. This is because just the way you could hire someone to deliver your food for you, you could as well hire someone to do the cooking for you if you don't have the time to do it yourself. And one thing that I love with this business is that it is actually very cheap to start because you don't really need lots of money. You could basically start with the kitchen items and appliances you have right in your kitchen, like your pots, your blenders, and you don't need to be renting any physical restaurant as well. So you could start up this business with very little capital. And cooked food business is one of those businesses that has more than 90% profit. This is due to the fact that they buy the raw food and add value to it by cooking and sell it for at least times 3 the price. And with your ghost kitchen business, you are even going to be gaining more because unlike restaurant owners, you aren't paying any rent and you have little or no staff to pay at all because like I said, this is something you could start alone or with one additional person only. So if you want to do this business, this is what you're going to be doing. You could basically sort out clients in ministries in your locality or private companies and supply them with what you think they would love to eat. You could have a survey done to know exactly what they would prefer, but I would advise you go for traditional dishes because most people who order food online are either workers who don't have the time to go and sit in a physical restaurant, or people who are at home and are maybe lazy that day and they don't want to cook and would love their meals to be delivered to them at their doorsteps. And most times they would order lunch, so you better go for heavy meals that are suitable for lunch. You could as well make available fruits, that is chopped fruits that you are going to be parceling very well in plastic cups or plastic bowls according to your preference. As you know, people must eat. People could abstain from buying dresses or jewelry, but when it comes to their belly, people have to eat, right? So this leads us to the next business idea, which is natural fruit juice production. This business idea is so lucrative in Africa right now for several reasons. Like as I always say on the channel, Africans don't joke with their health at all. Everyone wants to stay healthy and everyone is staying away from chemically processed juices. And I would advise here that you go for organic juices here. Go for things that are natural, not chemically grown, and make sure that people know that your juices are organic and you are going to be making lots of money. I can assure you, alright? So if you want to go for those natural juice production, you better go for things like ginger juice, baobab juice, sasop juice, bisap or zobo juice, and also things like tiger nut juice, and basically everything people would love, but especially ginger and lemon juice because a lot of people love it because it has lots of health benefits. So ginger and lemon juice and sasop juice are my favorite because sasop is also said to have lots of health benefits, especially as it is an anti-cancer plant, both the fruit and the leaves. Next on our list is ice cream parlor. This business is so lucrative in Africa, and I don't even think that I need to get into details because we've got a very hot scorching sun and also extreme heat. And during the dry season, ice cream is something that no one can resist because for some reason we have this impression that we feel less heat when we consume ice cream. And ice cream business in most African countries, especially the West African countries, are mostly accompanied by the Asian delicacy called the shawarma. Yes, Africans love shawarma so much and it goes very well with ice cream. This business often has a lot of customers because all ages consume it, and for some reason some guys love to take their girls to the ice cream parlors, especially the university students. So that goes to say that the best places for such a business are university areas, entrances to market, stadium, and also in front of schools, and basically all traffic concentrated areas like junctions and many more. Now the next on our list is dry fruits and vegetable business. With this business model, you're going to be making good use of what we call the dehydration machine that I talked about in this video alongside other machines. So with this business, you are basically going to be chopping off the fruits or vegetables that you want to dry and sparsely place them in the tray that comes with the dehydration machine. You then insert it into the machine and let it dry for the required number of hours. You are therefore going to be getting your dried product and make use of the sealing or parceling machine to have your final product. And most times people who are involved in this business often dry things like tomatoes, carrots, pineapples, mangoes, ginger, garlic, and even lemon. You've probably gone to supermarkets and seen a concoction of ginger, lemon, and maybe turmeric meant for burning belly fat and many other reasons. If you've got adequate funds, I would advise you go for the dehydration machine and the parceling or sealing machine. But then if your funds are limited, you could just start with the dehydration machine and maybe parcel it manually or just buy the mini hand sealer and seal your product. So my goal getters, this business is one of those food processing businesses that can never fail in Africa because it is actually bringing a solution to a pending problem in Africa. We often suffer from seasonal cultivation in Africa, and most times our fruits and vegetables rot when it is the high yield season. This is because the markets get overflooded with these fruits and vegetables and the population really can exhaust them, so they basically rot because they are perishable. So the dehydration business is a business wherein you are going to be preserving those items from rotting and making good money for yourself. Now the next on our list is pastry business. Yeah, we are talking here of baking, right? You are simply going to be baking wedding cakes, anniversary cakes, birthday cakes, and cupcakes for little events. So basically those little things that people love to get at parties. And most people who go for these businesses also provide small bites for their customers like puff balls, fish roll, fish pie, meatballs, and many others. So needless emphasizing on the fact that you are sure going to be having lots of customers, especially if you take your business to social media, because nowadays there's no business that does well as a business that has got visibility online. And with this business, you just need to be very good at what you do. For such businesses often get referrals, and there's no better way to grow a business than getting referrals. Nowadays, birthday cakes and wedding cakes are not cheap, alright? An average birthday cake would generally cost about $60, and a wedding cake would generally cost about $200 and above. So this is a business that is very, very lucrative. And let me tell you, my goal getters, in life at times, for you to make more profit, you need to actually invest in your business. When it comes to the cake business, the accessories are actually very expensive if you go to buy each item whenever you have an order. But then if you could sacrifice, let's say $200 to $500 and get basically a good chunk of every little thing you might need and that that potential clients are going to be ordering or choosing, processing, you are going to be saving up much more money because one decor item could go for many orders, except in cases where the client will love some more personalization that are peculiar to them, which are generally exceptions. And generally, when a cake is too customized, you might maybe need to charge an additional something to cover up with your expenses. So this is a business that I've got a couple of people around me who are involved in it, and I've seen that it is actually very, very lucrative. The next business on our list is spice processing business. Yes, you got it. Spice processing business. You know, Africans consume lots of spices. We love spicy food, and we would generally have a variety of them in our kitchens. So this business is gaining grounds in Africa right now, and all the products, especially when they are well packaged, are selling like wildfire. So if you want to invest in such a business, the first thing you are going to be doing is getting a dehydration machine that I talked about earlier and a parceling machine as well. You would also need to master the flavors that your locality uses or your target audience use. And also you should be good at mixing spices, alright? For the most part, women will go for mixed spices like the black pepper, white pepper, African nutmeg, and cloves. All of these mixed together in one sachet is a necessary combination for most African dishes. Another combo that you should definitely consider for Africans is the mixture of ginger and garlic. You can never go wrong with this mixture in Africa. Like I said earlier in one of my videos, a lot of Africans use ginger and garlic in their food. So you've got the ginger and garlic paste option or the ginger and garlic powder option. So if you're a smart person out there, you could go for both options. The fresh one, which is the ginger and garlic paste, and the dried one, which is the ginger and garlic powder. Both of them are widely loved depending on people's preferences. Another one that people also love so much is onion powder. Yeah, a lot of people love dehydrated and ground onion. So most women nowadays go for the powdered garlic, onion, and ginger because according to them, it saves them time and also easy to preserve. The next business on our list is a personal chef or event chef business. Yes, just the title says it all. So you are going to get trained as a professional chef, and you are going to be offering your services to people who need them in their homes. That is, people who are well-to-do who can afford your services, and also people could hire you to come and cater for their guests during their parties. That's how you're going to be making money, right? So you could make good use of your services both personally and publicly. So if you want to invest in such a business, you need to be very good at networking and also have social media accounts where you showcase your services and constantly put it to people's faces that you are a chef. So you basically take pictures and videos of yourself during your events and put them on social media so that people could know that you offer such services. Now the next on our list is the chips business. Yes, chips. The chips we eat, alright? Chips are snacks loved by almost everyone, alright? Be it the plantain chips or the potato chips, all of them are loved by everyone. So if you invest in such a business, you are going to be making good money because you've got the raw material available almost everywhere in Africa. You just need to lay your hands on the chip slicing machine and go for the one that suits your budget. For there are different sizes, alright? There are even home sizes and industrial sizes. You could as well go for the industrial fryer, or you could fry your chips by yourself in your pots. Like any other business, you could start from somewhere, alright? You could start from the comfort of your home and use a smaller scale chip slicing machine to slice your chips for you and fry it right in your pots at home. Once your product starts getting traction and more traction and you getting much more money, you can then extend to the industrial chip slicing machine and also get the industrial automatic fryer for your business. So with such a business, you would also need a parceling machine, but don't you worry, you could still buy that later on. But if you've got the money, you could just buy all these machines and start big. And if you want to start big, you need to be good at negotiations, okay? You need to go closer to places like supermarkets and make business deals for yourself to supply them with your chips. You need to also advertise your services so well so that you could supply chips in large quantity to parties or events. Now, the next on our list is the pasta or noodle production business. Yes, a lot of people consume pasta and noodles even more. So if you didn't know, there are pasta and noodle machines in various capacities, so you basically go for which one your budget suits. Pasta is one of those things that I've noticed that all the brands sell almost equally. All right, most times when women go to supermarkets to buy pasta, whichever brand they see, they buy. So with such a business, you are going to be making sure money if you are good at negotiations to get supermarkets and shop owners to subscribe as distributors to your business. And also, this business is appropriate for you if you own a restaurant, because in most restaurants right now, clients love to have fresh pasta. So if you're a restaurant owner or you know someone who's got a restaurant, you could as well reach out to them to supply your fresh pasta to them. Now the next is chocolate production. Yes, who doesn't love chocolate? Lots of people love chocolate, and Africans are not an exception. You know, growing up back in the days, for example, in Cameroon, we used to know only of one chocolate brand. Everyone used to go crazy over that chocolate brand. But nowadays, we've got at least 5 different chocolate brands, and that are each selling very well. This is because chocolate is also one of those things that most times when clients come to buy, they would buy any brand that's available, all right? Because most times chocolate is chocolate. Though people might have preferences, but it doesn't really matter, especially when we need it to use as spread on bread for our kids or in baking cakes. And also, hot chocolate drinks is gaining grounds. A lot of people love to have hot chocolate in the mornings and during cold weathers. Chocolate is that one thing that a lot of people can't resist. And you know, the primary product used in producing chocolate is cocoa, and we've got a lot of cocoa in Africa, especially the West African countries like Cameroon, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Ghana. So if you're in any of these countries, you have the advantage of cultivating your own cocoa by yourself and adding value to it by processing it yourself to produce chocolate bars, chocolate spread, and even cocoa powder. A lot of people use cocoa powder for several reasons, and cocoa powder is very expensive. Okay, so if you involve yourself in the cultivation and value addition on cocoa, you are going to be making lots of money. And there's this video in which I gave details on cocoa production, so if you're interested, you can watch this video as well. Now, next on our list is palm oil processing business. Yes, this business as well is similar to the chocolate business, because you could as well produce your palm nuts yourself and process it to produce palm oil that you are going to be selling. And needless telling you that palm oil always sells in Africa. There are most times shortages of palm oil in Africa, therefore justifying why recently the prices of palm oil rose from $1 to $1.5. So you can never go wrong with palm oil in Africa, because it is used for several things. Aside from being used for cooking, it is as well used to produce soap. And you know, cooking oil and soap are one of the most used commodities in every home in Africa. So if you are interested in investing in any food processing business, think no more and go for palm oil production. When I tell you that this business is so lucrative, I know what I am talking about, because my own mom is involved in oil palm plantation. She's actually got 20 hectares of oil palm. So I know what I am talking about when I say it is a very lucrative business. We've come to the end of our video, but there's no way we could go without taking time to thank our lovely subscribers who've subscribed to our membership. And recently we've gotten some of you complaining that once you click the membership link, it doesn't take you to our membership page. So please, we checked on it and noticed that there was a glitch. So we've updated the link to our membership. So please do well to check our about page and our description box to get the right link. All right, and please hurry, for like we said, we are going to be uploading exclusive content on there pretty soon. That said, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next one.